Welcome to this episode of Check Out California 3x10. We're coming to you from AhoaCon down in beautiful San Diego. And it is my distinct pleasure to welcome Glenn, the Messiah Haussman, to 3x10.
I can't believe we're actually on video together. This is a real exciting moment for me.
It really is. So, we got in last night as you did.
Yep.
You talked a little bit. I love the booth that Red Roof and Ahoa did for you. This is beautiful.
Yeah, so
Thank
they're
you.
Red Roof is sponsoring the No Vacancy podcast. We are the official podcast of the Ahoa conference, and I'm excited to be here, getting a lot of great interviews over the next couple of days. But now I feel like I got to compete with you, man.
No way, no. I'm at the master's feet. So, so are you getting everybody that's running for office, people that are currently in office? They're going to talk about the state of Ahoa and hotels.
It's going to be a couple of different things. Between there's a 2-hour period each day where the members are free to come and celebrate 30 years of Ahoa and tell their stories about where they've come from and where they hope the organization goes to in the future, combined with the opportunity for me to speak more general topics with some of the leaders in the hotel industry, such as the president of Red Roof will be by.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, we're gonna hit the trade floor and get some interviews at some of the various vendors that are there today.
Yeah, my Red Roof sponsor loves when I get the executives from the other companies coming in and they're forced to look at the sign the entire time.
You gotta love that.
Yeah.
So, and you brought the one and only Jeff Pauly with you, your engineer, your editor, and Jeff, good to see you again. He's just waving. He's going to be silent, unlike my engineer over at the radio station.
Right,
So
he does not keep quiet. I know,
but
but he keeps me on point when I'm on your show. That's for sure.
He does. He does. So you were on a panel this morning. Why don't you give us some details on that?
Yeah. So what happened this morning is My Place. It's an up and coming extended stay brand with about 45 properties open right now. They should have 60 open by the end of the year, and they partnered with Ahoa to make it so they could have their annual conference run right up to the start of this particular conference. So this morning I moderated a great panel with Chip Rogers, the former president and CEO of Ahoa, who's now in charge of the American Hotel and Lodging Association, as well as the outgoing chairman of Ahoa, H.P. Patel, and then a number of developers and operators and builders of the My Place brand. Really interesting discussion.
Very good. Now, with the new construction, and we heard all of Bruce Ford's data at Click the other month, and what were they saying about new construction in particular in your panel this morning?
Well, we were talking all about the increasing rise of construction costs. I know I say increasing and rise because they're going up just that much. They were saying like 15% compared to a year or two ago. So it's really incumbent upon construction people to try to get that job done in as efficient a way as possible.
Yeah.
One of the things that we learned from My Place is that particular prototype takes between 6 to 8 months to build, assuming everything goes smoothly in the process.
Okay.
That compares to less than half the time for some of the other more established brands, which is very appealing to folks wanting to build a property.
Absolutely. What was the key count on that prototype? Do you remember?
No.
Okay.
I want to say it ranges between 49 and 64, but I'm not swearing to that, but I think it's around that.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense because I know I priced out a prototype True, and we were looking at about 13 months at 98 keys. So I would think that it's going to be in that 40 to 60.
Yeah, and one of the developers was like, if I could get my property open X amount of time, then I would have another brand. I could put $1 million in my pocket, as opposed to paying it out. So that is a huge reason to try to speed up the cost of speed up the time frame of construction.
Absolutely, you get to that stabilization period, you can get out of that mini perm, and the savings is tremendous. Did they talk about the cost of funds at all and interest rates?
No, we didn't talk about any of that kind of stuff. It was more about getting everybody inculcated into the amazing world of extended stay properties and what are the benefits of it and how you need fewer full-time employees than a traditional hotel product, and how cross training really helps people be masters of a lot of different disciplines.
Yeah.
Then we talked about the labor shortage in the terms of what can we do to get strong performers come to our hotels? And Chip Rogers of the HLA was talking about a great program that they put together that allowed them to get millions of people trained and into the hospitality workforce, which is great. With 3.6% unemployment, we need as many people as we can get.
Yeah, and that's been a big issue for a number of years now. And, we just simply are not doing a good job at recruiting new talent for this industry. And, you've also got, California is almost a nation unto itself.
Right.
So, our labor situation.
Well, the way politics are going today, I think a lot of Californians would prefer the current combination to themselves.
They very well might.
Yeah.
So, are you hosting any other panels?
No, I'm going to be too busy trapped in this booth for the next couple of days, but I can't wait. This is my milieu. This is exactly where I want to be.
This is great. This booth is beautiful. So they really pulled out all the stops for you. So, so you're going to be here throughout the week, and do you get to run home at that point, or are you off to another conference?
I'm home for a couple of days, and I'm off next week to Choice Hotels' annual conference, where I'm going to be hosting a session for them, and then the week after that, I'll be attending the Amadeus conference in Miami, and then I thought I was getting out of HD Expo in May in Vegas, but it looks like Vegas is pulling me back.
There we go.
I'm going to be there too.
We should see you in Vegas then, so that'll be good. Where's the Choice conference at this year?
Mandalay Bay, which is great because I haven't stayed at Mandalay Bay in 6 weeks, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how much it's changed.
Yeah, not much. But it's I got to say, Glenn has been a great friend and helped me out with not only development of this show, but with the radio show, and he's been a big part of the California Lodging Investment Conference. And I thank you for all of your support.
Sure, I'm not really being a friend. I'm really just kind of using you because that's such a great platform for me to get my name out there.
Well, we got about 2 minutes left, so I want to end with my favorite question. What keeps you motivated? What gets you hitting on all 8 cylinders?
I think what keeps me motivated and what keeps me pushing forward.
Don't say your wife.
Her spending habits, for one, and my kids' spending habits, and their love of sushi. But more importantly, I think it's really just fear. I know that sounds strange, but
I have heard that one. Yeah.
I'm so worried about not doing great that it really pushes me to excel. I have a little demon in my head that's always yelling at me, telling me I'm no good. I'm still that kid in 4th grade getting picked last for the kickball team, which let me tell you, for kickball, that's super embarrassing.
Yeah. That does go away as you get older.
It does. Right now, I just don't. Really,
I don't even have the voice anymore.
Right now, I don't really care. But the other thing that really motivates me is my incredible passion for this industry. I love it. It is the most interesting, fascinating, fantastic business there is.
It is, and I say this in every show as well. It gets into our DNA, and it's the people, it's the challenges, it's the solutions, and like this conference coming together with everybody, and I just love it. Why don't you, Glenn has got a bazillion shows going right now. No Vacancy is the mothership, but you've also got your show with Anthony.
Checking in with Anthony and Glenn, which I do with Travel Channel's Anthony Melchiori, the host of Hotel Impossible. We do the Hotel Design Podcast, the Hotel Tech Podcast, the Business of Hotels Podcast, which I do with Gary Eisenberg of LW Hospitality Advisors, and the Here to Stay podcast as well, which I do for the alternative accommodations industry. I think that covers the shows. Plus, we do a lot of videos on No Vacancy. Be sure to check us out, novacancynews.com, and sign up for the podcast wherever you find those.
Thank you for being with me, my
Thanks,
friend.
man.
Thank you for letting us use your booth.
And thanks for letting me use you for that shameless plug right there.
Anytime. Hey, thank you for joining us. We're going to do a little bit different scenarios today. We're going to do multiple guests in the episodes, and these are all going to be posted after the conference. But, ring the bell, subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you, and join us for our next episode. If you want to be on the show, you can reach us at info@cliconference.com. Thank you.
Thank you.
Not what you expected? Neither is Red Roof. Sleep easy. Spend less.
Hi, this is Ryan Huntsman with Chicago Title Company, located in beautiful Newport Beach, California. We're a national hub for our company, so we service the entire nation very efficiently with one of the largest national footprints in the industry. As part of the Fidelity family of companies, we get to enjoy and boast about being ranked number 302 on the Fortune 500 list. We're very proud of our tenured staff as they handle some of the most complex and high liability transactions across the country in a very professional and pragmatic fashion. Finally, many people are unaware of all the ancillary services that our Fidelity family of companies has to offer, including 1031 exchanges, UCC services, home warranty services, and much more. So if you haven't created a strategic partnership with a solid title company representative, I urge you to reach out to myself or someone else at Chicago Title to get the most of what we have to offer. Thank you.